Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 16. Almost we are going to be complete the half of the days by end of this week. In the last class, what we discussed about that how we can bring the data in ServiceNow. When I say bring the data in ServiceNow means I'm talking about the transform map import set. That how you can create in the data in the Excel sheet, and then you can do the mapping in ServiceNow via import set tables, and then finally you can do the table to table level mapping and then field to field level mapping and able to bring the data. Now this was the first point. Now the second point which you want to be discuss, let's say I want to modify the data as well. I have 100 of records available in ServiceNow. Okay. And out of 100, I want to be update approximately 90 or 60 records. Okay. I want to update the 60 record. Now the question comes how those 60 records will be updated in ServiceNow. So let's take example. I go here and I want to update the user records. Okay. Open and user admin. Click on the user. Okay. Or let's say group record, not user, because user if I do now, last time I tried this option and it get a problem for my user as well. Okay, let's say I want to update the group records. Now you can go right click and click on the import. And now you click on the update. Update means you want to update the existing data which is already available in service. Now you want to update that. Yes. So create Excel template. Now what it will doing, it is downloading the data as well for me, group data as well, so that I can update. Why these options are required? Sometime what happen that let's say in the CMDB, we will going to start the topic maybe in the next week, CMDB. Okay. In the CMDB, we have a different classes. In a single class, I have 100 of CIs. And I want to be update 1 or 2 parameters in that. In that case, these options will be work very fine. So now if you open this Excel sheet, and you will find, go to the page number 1, and now you will find that I have a data as well like this. Data. Now do you want to be update something here? You can update. So let's say I want to put the group email.
Sorry, Atu, I can't see your screen.
Oh,
I've been raising up. I've been raising my hand since.
No. Sorry. I did not share it. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry. Now able to see. Okay. So what I did is basically that I said I want to be update the group data. Okay. I want to be update the group data. Now to do that part, maybe I have 100 of groups and I want to update 30 or 40 groups. Okay, so in that case, what I will do, I will go on the group table and right click and download. But in this case, we're just getting these 5 or 6 fields. Better I'll put every field here, which I have. Cost center, default assignee, exclude group email, even though I'm getting everything here. Let's say like this. I'm getting everything. And OK. So right click and click on the import. Let me close this Excel sheet, no longer required. Okay. And click on the update this time, not the inside because you want to update the existing data. You don't want to create any data. Update and create Excel template. So it has the 50 records and downloading for me. Okay, now I can come here. And here you can see the data of the 50. Okay. Now, if you want to update the assignment group or the group email, let's say I want to update the group email a.b@c.com. I want to do f.g@r.com. So like this, I want to make it as a true. So I'm making a change in these two particular groups, right? Group name is this and this. Now let me save this. If you want, you can delete the previous data as well, but let's not do that part. Let's keep it like that only. Now go here in the same place and now choose the Excel template that which data you want to be update. Okay. And go to the downloads, open this. Now what this upload will do, so what it's doing, it is getting the import set table. The thing which we did manually, the same thing it's doing. It's getting the import set. So when you say 50 records proceed, now if you want to see the import set, so it created a import set table for me, which I created manually. U_IMP_TMPL. So in short, the work which we done on Friday, by this click button, it's done automatically. Now click on the preview import data. So it says, guys, these are the data available for you. If you are happy, then go and click on the complete import. Complete import means you are bringing the data in the service now and you are doing the mapping or updating the data in that part. So now you can see this two record has been updated. Now if I take you on this part, transform map, let's say import set. Okay. This one, see. TMPL user, this is what they have used. And if I show the transform map, that which transform map they use. Let's say updated today. So now you can see this. This is the transform map they use. So in short, via this method, the work which we did in the last class, creating import set, mapping, doing the table level mapping, doing the field level mapping, creating transform map and run transform map. Everything done automatically. Everything done automatically. So in this case, the only purpose of showing this part, sometimes we are not aware that how to create the import set, how to create the transfer map, how to do the mapping. Then these things also work for you. Clear everyone? It's a very quick shortcut. The only thing, one button and everything done in the background. And what we did in the last time, we have created each and everything one by one by one by one. Everyone clear till this point? Any doubt? Okay. Satya, is your instance ready?
Yeah, it's ready. I already created the user. I pinged in chat also.
Uh,
Instant password do you want?
yes, I want the password as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's also. I pinged
Oh,
in chat.
okay, good. Not here. Okay. Now what we are going to be discuss. Okay. Now let's say the last point of this particular topic is now here. Let's say I created 500 users in dev instance, right? Let's say my instance is a dev instance. Now I want to create same 500 users. Okay. I want to create same 500 users in the test instance. How I can do that part? Anybody? I created 500 users in the dev instance. I want to create the same users in the test instance now. How I can do that part? Tell me guys how I can do that part. Atul, same method. Create import set, create transform map, load the data, and it will be done. Agree everybody till this point, right?
Yeah.
Or anyone has any other thought?
We can capture an update set in dev instance, and also that update set
No.
we can move to test
Data did
instance.
not get captured in update set. This is foundation data. No data captured in the update set.
Okay.
Update set only capture the configurations or the logics.
Yeah, you can do users in update set. You can only do import set for users.
No, but import set is
Is
only
that
for the
right?
one instance, not for the other instance.
Right.
Then what to do?
You're asking how to move it from dev to test?
We have to move from dev to test. How to do? And I want
Data
same
data
data.
source.
Is it not the
Data
same
source.
one you showed us on Friday, on Thursday, where you put them in Excel and import? Or is that not
But
going to work?
but do you think that is a valid part? So in that case, if you need to change the two records in the dev, you have to be upload the Excel sheet again, and then you have to do the changes. Let try one thing. As Jimmy you told, and Satya you also on the same place. Ki Atul, we can do the import set. Okay, let me open your instance now. Go here. Okay, and is Atul, and password is
No, it's admin. Sorry.
okay, fine. I'll do that part, no problem. Password is this. Okay, now let me take your example or your way of saying Jimmy and Satya. I'll go here, create an import set, load data. Okay, creating a table, u underscore, sorry, you, I'm saying uh, import test. Okay, file, I'll pick up this file, the latest one. Okay, let's see this file once again, otherwise it create a problem. 1 and 1. Okay. Okay. Now I'll go here. 1 and 1. Click submit. Okay. Now create the transfer map. The same thing which we done earlier. Quickly I will do it here. Test user okay. Source is this, target is sys underscore user. This table. Okay. Submit. And then I go here, open the transform map. Okay. This is our test user load, right? And let's do the auto mapping and all done, right? And let's put user ID. Where's the user ID card? Okay, leave it. And then now I go here and run transfer map. Okay. And click on the transform and check the user table. Okay. And this record has been created. Right? Everybody okay? What we did now? Everybody know. Ty, and let me open this as well here. User Ty. Now tell me one thing. Is this Ty in my instance and this Ty in Satya instance, are they the same users or two different user? Tell me guys. What I saying that in this I have a Ty. In my instance, I have a Ty. Are they both?
No, they are two different users.
Sorry?
They are two different users.
Actual defined users. What do you mean by the actual defined users?
No, I said they are two different users.
Actual different user. Why?
Because if you look at the dev ID, there are two different dev IDs.
That's fine. That's fine because in practical example, when we have a dev, test, and production, the ID
Right.
will be different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So the dev 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 is that a test environment or dev environment?
It's okay. I'll tell you that in the IT industry we have a three environments, right?
Right.
We have a dev, we have a
And
test, and we have a
prod.
pro, right?
Yeah.
Let's consider my is a dev instance.
Mm-hmm.
Satya is a test instance. Don't consider this word. This is a standard word. Just consider that this is the dev instance because mine is also Tokyo. Satya is also in Tokyo.
Right.
So now tell me. So 86271 and 122343. Okay. Now tell me I created one user Ty here, Ty here. Are the same user or the different users?
They are same users.
They are same. Who said it's same? Harsh. Right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine.
I still think they are different users
But how you can say it's a different user?
because you can create a because well, you may be right, but the way I was looking at it is if the environments are not connected, like exporting from one environment to the other, if they're independent, then they should be two different users. If the environments are independent of each other, then there should be two different users in each environment.
But how you say different? See, an environment is same. Environment is nothing. It's like a one level up, but it's a similar one.
Are
So
they connected?
they are in the practical scenario, Jim. When you work in the IT industry, they are connected one.
Okay, then that means they will be the same user.
Okay.
But if you look in terms of database like a SQL Server,
Everything is same.
they're
Everything
going to
is
be
same.
different users in SQL Server.
I'm saying everything is same.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like in SQL Server, even though you have it in the test and the dev, they are two different users. They are not the same. That's why they call them orphan users. So I don't know if it applies in this kind of case.
No, it's not it's not applied here. It's
Okay.
not from the anything from the database perspective.
Okay. All right. Then I got it.
It is just from the data perspective. I'm showing you this data, right?
Right. Right. Now I understand. Yeah.
This is a user which I created in Satya instance, and this is a
Yeah.
user which is in my instance. TYTYFGST, TYTYFGST, email this, all this. Now tell me, are the two different users or the two are the same users? Harsh says same, Jimmy say same, Satya say same. Moji, what do you think? Are the same user or the two different users? Okay, let me give you one example.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so what we did, we created one user in Satya instance. Okay, this user has a similar properties, similar attributes which we have in my instance. Now the question come, are they two different users or they are the same user?
They are same users.
Okay, good. Now let me give you an example. Jimmy, when you were in your college days, you're doing your graduation or the post graduation.
Yep.
Did you get your university registration number new in every year?
No, it's the same every all through my admission.
Okay. Then what changed when you move from one class to another class?
Just the levels.
Okay. Correct. Only levels change, right?
Yeah.
But your class is still same. Like you are doing bachelor in arts. In the first year, you you call with the name Jimmy, roll number 1. In the level 2, you still call Jimmy, roll number 1.
Right.
Right? It means the same student in the next class.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Correct. Then how you can say these two are the similar one? They are the two different users.
And I'm right.
Let me tell you that how they are two different users. And this is what the
Then I was
fundamental
right.
come here. Sorry,
I said then I was right.
but give me the reason that why. It's not about the database.
Then the reason is what I'm trying to learn from you.
Okay, the reason is that if you go here and copy the sys ID, and let me put it here.
That's what I forgot. The sys ID.
Yes, and you copy the sys ID for this one.
Yep. Can be different.
It should be like up to this. Yep. So now you see the sys ID for the both is different.
Yep.
It means these are the two different users. There is a Jimmy whose roll number is 1. In the level 2, there is another Jimmy whose roll number is 6. By seeing the name, you're saying, no, both are the similar. No, both are the different.
Right.
And that is the reason we never recommend to create a new import set in the test or the production. The data movement between dev to test production done via XML.
Right.
So that the consistency of the sys ID should be maintained. Okay.
Got it.
Now if I do this thing, let's say I want to do this part, right click and export XML. I'll show you one example that how this be going to create a problem for us. Okay. Now go here in Satya instance, go back and right click and import XML. Choose XML and open this. Upload. It giving me error.
Yep. Unique key violation.
Correct. Because but you guys are saying, Atul, these are the two same user. So it should not give a unique error, unique duplicate error, right?
Right.
Correct. So now if I do this thing, let me go back here. And remove this. Let me create one user, Sham. Okay. Now let me open this and now import. Sorry, export XML. And now if I go here and right click, import XML and Sham. See. Now if I open this, see the sys ID here and see the sys ID here. Now they are the two similar and the same user. Let me do a change here from the junior developer to senior architect. Now save and export XML. This. Now go here and import XML. This and update. Now I did not get the error. The reason being because system check that these are the two same use sys ID and it means these are the correct update I am going to do now. This is called the import set via XML.
So
sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
I'm sorry. So I'm sure there's going to be instances where you have two users with the same name but with different sys-ID.
Correct.
How do you resolve those?
The user ID should be different.
I mean, let's say it's the same users and they have two different.
See,
how will you resolve those?
Jimmy, two things. Your username can be your name can be same, but user ID cannot be same.
Can I ask you a question? So they won't differentiate their username, even though it's the same ID. So they're not gonna differentiate it.
Yes, that is the reason I say that when you guys say, Atul, these are the two similar these are two similar users, TY and TY. The thing is that why you are saying, because these are the two different instances and you create the two different users separately. So in the two instances, you can put the same user ID. But when you want to move the data, let's say I'm picking the same example. Jimmy is in the graduation level 1. He is going to the level 2. Same Jimmy with the same roll number, with the same university registration number. In the level 2, one more Jimmy take admission. He will not get the same ID for login to the portal which Jimmy roll number 1 have. He maybe have Jimmy 1, maybe Jimmy 2, Jimmy 6, like this. So service now say when you're creating the data, you cannot create the same user with the same user ID, two users with the same user ID. Because for me, it is tough to remember the sys ID. Can you remember the 32 character sys ID? Not possible. The reason we have a user ID as a differentiator here. Okay, try one thing. We are here having a TY, right? Let me create a new user with the same TY. Okay, and let me put name can be anything, UY, YT. And now click on the submit. See, it will give you the error. Because user ID cannot be same. Name, email ID, or maybe I can say on the email ID they also have some kind of logic. Your department can be same, your title can be same, your name can be same, but your user ID cannot be same. On the basis of this, the sysid actually work. If I put TY as a 1 and now click on the submit. Okay, that record has been deleted. So service now have a functionality now that if your user ID has a similar one, which is already exists in the database, then it will delete the record to avoid any kind of a confusion. So always remember, when we move the data, we never create the import set again. Because how you will make sure that all the level, the consistency has been met. And also let's say now Jimmy is in the level 2. I want to make sure that Jimmy's detail has been updated correctly in the system. I will not update the details from the level 2. I will update the details from the level 1 as well. Let's say now Jimmy say, hey, I'm changing my name. Right? Jimmy Becker to Jimmy Senior Becker. And he go to the university and say, hey, can you guys update my details? They will not update the details only in the level 2. They will update the details in the level 1 as well. In their all mark sheets everywhere, they will make a change. So always recommended, if you want to make any changes in the production system, start the change in the dev, then move from dev to test, then move test to production. And also one more thing, let's say Satya instance is a test instance for me. And I say, Jimmy, can you give me your instance as well? And let's say Jimmy instance is a production instance. It doesn't mean that you will download the data from test again. No. The practice says make a change in the dev and use the same Excel sheet, same XML part in all the instances one by one. I'm not saying that download the template or download the XML from test again. No. The XML which you download in the dev, same will be used from dev to test. So it will be like dev to test and dev to prod. Not test to prod. Never. It will be dev to test, dev to prod. The same fundamental we are going to be used when we make our update set movement. Okay. Clear everybody now? Any doubt, any question? Harsh, you're saying something. What is same here? Everybody's saying same. Okay, sorry. Okay, you're giving an answer of my question. Okay, fine. Okay, Jimmy, now clear. Moji, Ola, or still have any doubt in your mind? Okay, good to go then. So with this, our topic of the import set via Excel and via XML has been marked completed. Okay, so Sham, I'm saying Sham. Satya, just make sure your instance should be up and running. I need your instance when we go for the update set movement. Okay, but it's not now, it's little later on. So I'm closing it to your instance now. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. Next topic. Here. The next topic we're going to be discussing called the SLA. Yes, come here. Yep. What do you mean by the word called SLA? Can anybody tell me?
Service level agreement.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. I know the full form. Give me the definition.
I said service level agreement.
What is service level agreement? Tell me.
It's an agreement like you have between IT departments on the service you're going to provide as to what's like the rest. It could be the response time or the downtime time on how quickly you can resolve issues.
Okay, let me ask a question to you. Jimmy, do you have a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, how old?
About 15.
Okay. He came to you and say, Dad, what you do? You said, hey, I'm a ServiceNow consultant. We worked on SLA. He said, okay, tell me what is SLA. Then if you start putting that, hey, we provide the IT services, we have the agreement and downtime, will he able to understand your concepts, the terms?
You
I'm
may
sure
not be.
not on
I,
the first point of time, right?
yeah, I might not be able to. Yeah.
Then how you'll explain him?
Maybe break it down. Like I'll say, if you do your homework, then you get you get a penny.
Okay.
And if you don't do it, then you go and do timeout.
Then
That's our agreement.
when I ask for the definition, why you started with the very heavy words, agreement or IT services or the IT department?
All right.
Okay, fine. Now I come to other one. Okay, what do you think? What is SLA? Service level agreement. Is there any SLA between you and me, guys?
Absolutely.
But I'm not providing any IT services.
Well, not necessarily IT service though.
But in your definition, you only told, right?
Well, in terms of what we're doing.
Then why you use the word IT in your definition? What is the SLA between you and me?
You teach us the class, and our agreement is we pay you.
Okay. What else? Only paying you is a SLA. Then instead of SLA, it should be contract.
Right? There should be a contract here.
Then it means there's no SLA between you and me.
There is a contract.
It's a contract, but not SLA, right? Contract is something different. Contract says that what I'm going to be tell you. Yes, Ola, go ahead, please.
Then there are do's and don'ts.
Sorry, what do you say?
In the contract, there are do's and don'ts.
Okay. Let's not go for the contract. Tell me what is SLA, because otherwise contract will go into some different discussion. What is SLA? Jimmy said there's a no SLA agreement between me and Jimmy. What do you think, Ola?
Yeah, there is SLA between us, service level agreements. We agreed we are starting the class. This so date. We agreed on a payment. This is what we are paying for the first installment, and we agreed on the to pay up on a specific date that you give us, and we all agreed that we're going to pay at that date.
This is not SLA. This is not SLA. No. Satya, what do you think? What is SLA?
So we have to should log in every day on time,
Okay.
and we have to practice as well as you assign
That is
to
not
us.
SLA. That is not SLA. No.
Mm,
Yogesh, Aman, Maji, Bakar, Ope, Harsh. What do you think? What is SLA? Okay, I'd give you one example. Just to be assured and to be give everybody, there's a SLA between you and me, guys. Even though not you, with individual, I have a SLA. And there's a SLA called that this course will be completed in 45 days. This is the SLA. What is the course content? What is the fees? How to pay the fees? That is the contract, not SLA. If within the 45 days, I'm not able to complete this course, then you can put a penalty on me. If you are not appearing in the class, it's not my fault. SLA is running. Everybody is in the class. I said in the day one, either one student will be in the class will continue. So in the other word, in the layman language, SLA means there's an agreement between service provider and the service observer or the consumer or the users that I will provide you the given services within the simulated time period. Let me take another example. I'm 100% sure that everybody is going or using the online services for the grocery via Walmart, Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, anybody, right? Once you put your order, you get it on the top, or before you put in your order, you get an estimated delivery time. Right? Right, Jimmy?
That's correct.
Right? Or you go to mechanic and say, hey, my car is not working. How much time will take? He will say, Jimmy, please come tomorrow morning. Right? These are the SLA. That you will get your product delivered within 5 days. Now these 5 days can be consumed by one team or can be consumed by the 100 teams. I don't bother. I need my product at my doorstep on the day number 5. As a user, I said. So SLA, in the other words, in the layman language, there is an agreement between service provider and the user that I will provide you services for a simulated time period. If you call to me on the server desk, you will get the resolution within 2 working days. Now, as I say that, let's say service, there's an Amazon has a SLA of the 5 days, that in the 5 days your product will be delivered, like Domino's, 30 minutes delivery. What is that? That is SLA. There's a company called Blinkit. They have SLA of the 10 minutes. You order anything within the 10 minutes, you will get delivery at your doorstep. Specifically, they deal in the they do in the grocery and the other household stuff. This is their SLA. Now let's take example of the Walmart. Walmart says Jimmy's put an order for the grocery, and Walmart said that, hello Jimmy, you will get that product or you get your order in the 3 days. Okay, so Jimmy order on 12th and expected delivery is 15th September. Okay, good, very good. On the 15th, Jimmy get the products or the order. Now the question comes, what is OLA? Let me put like this. What is OLA, guys, then? Tell me. Yes, Jimmy. What is OLA? Put a thought.
Is
Yes,
it organizational level agreement?
Operational level agreement, right?
Operation, okay.
What do you mean by the word operational level? Same. You need to be tell to your son now that what is operational level. Okay. Anybody else who can give me a detail about the OLA? I'm getting very good example in my mind now for the OLA. And it can be dedicated to all the married men. Okay. Let's take example now. My wife told me, hey, can you bring some baking products from market? I said it will take 5 hours. To bring that product. She said, okay. Now, how you divided that 5 hours? You say 30 minutes for travel, 30 minutes for the shop, 10 minutes for buying that product. Okay, 20 minutes. This is what how we married men calculate the timings. Beer plus little bit smoke and then we say 2 hours to travel again. How much? 1, 4. Let's say like this, 1.5, 3.5. Let's say it's a 4 hour. SLA is a 4 hour. Okay. And 30 minutes for this, like this. Okay. Now, when you calculate the OLA is, as GV say, operational level agreements. These are the agreements between the team in a same company. So like your wife told Jimmy, go to market and bring some baking products. How much time it will take? You say it will take 4 hours. And you calculate the things, 30 minutes travel, 30 minutes searching the shop, 30 minutes for the buying the product, 30 minutes for beer, smoke and gossip, and 2 hours for the travel. This is called the operational level agreement. Now travel can be via car, via bus, via tram, up to you. 30 minutes can be for the searching of the shop. Maybe you know already, but you're still putting the 30 minutes to safeguard yourself. Because we have intention that I'll save my time here, and I'll put a lot of time here. So operational level agreements, like what happened? Like I am providing a service to you. Okay. I said, guys, this course will be done in the 45 days. Every day, 1 to 1.5 hour class. Now OLA is that how much time I'm going to spend on each topic. That is OLA. That is the agreement between me and these agenda items. That I have to be complete this particular portion within this particular time period. So in the practical life, how it's work in the IT industry, when any company get a business, let's say they get a support business, that we will support your databases, we support your server and all the things. Then in the background, server does say, thank you for contacting us. Your issue will be resolved in the 5 working days. Where they know that this is a database issue and database team have to provide the solution within the 1 working day. That is the agreement between server desk and the database team. That is not SLA, that is OLA, operational level agreement. So within the teams is called the operational level. And customer is not bothered. I am not bothered that Walmart say it I take 5 days. Is this 3 days or the 5 days consumed by just a delivery guy, or it will be like 1 day packing, second day billing, third day courier, fourth day delivery, all this like this way. Because Walmart is not just getting your order, they're getting 100 of orders in a day online. There's a team in the background. One is the packing team, one is the storage team, one is the billing team, one is the courier team, right? So that is called the OLA. And now the last concept which I put here is called the UC. What is UC? Anybody has any idea what is UC? Yes, guys, tell me what is UC? UC stands for the Underpinning Contract. Let's say I'm running my own company, okay, and I am providing services to the customer on the server side. There's a one server went down. Now my team tried everything and they are not able to bring that server up. They contact to the Microsoft. They contact to the Microsoft. Hey, we purchased this server from you. This server is not up and running now. We tried a lot of things, but to do that part. Microsoft says, I will take 5 days to come back to you on this particular problem statement. Figure, I have a SLA only for the 3 days with the customer. The second part, the first part, agreement between me and the Microsoft is called the underpinning contract. This is basically the third party suppliers kind of things. Microsoft says, hey, it's a common issue for me. Sorry, I cannot treat it as a priority 1. It is P4 and P4 for me, it's a 5 working days. But you already have a commitment with or you have already signed the SLA with the customer on the 3 working days. So whenever we design our SLA, we have to be carefully mention that. What is the SLA time? OLA cannot be more than SLA, but underpinning contract can be more than SLA. It depends on the vendor to whom you are saying. Like there's a very big companies who take the priority 1 service from the from the Microsoft. If you call the Microsoft engineers in the midnight, they will sort out your problem if you are taking them the premium services. They are charging heavy amount, so your underpinning contract will be less time period. Clear everybody with these three concepts. Any doubt, any question anybody has? Let me come here. Who says? Okay. Moji, Bakar, Ola, Aman, Ope, Shyam, Harsh, Jimmy.
Sorry, Ato, what's the meaning of UC again?
UC is the underpinning contract. Let me show you on the screen here. Okay. SLA versus OLA versus UC. Here. SLA stands for the service level agreement signed between the customer and the service provider. OLA is the sign between business units, division, or the internal IT teams. And UC stands for the underpinning contract signed between service provider and the vendor. So let's say if I have a contract with some other consultancy, hey, can you provide the training to my students? They says yes, we can provide, but we will take 70 days to complete the training because they're expert in that area. It is between me and the vendor. Basically UC is always with the vendor only. And also my customer know about my UCs as well. Let's say I as a company, as a service provider, I signed a SLA of the 3 days where I know that if something goes wrong, I have to go to Microsoft, and Microsoft SLA is the 5 days. Then I have to tell to my customer very carefully that in these cases, I will not able to meet the SLA because the dependency on the vendor, not on the me, and that is called the underpinning contracts. Now clear, Ola? Or still any doubt?
Yes, thank you. I'm good.
Okay, good. So this is about the basics of the SLA, guys, here. Okay. Now I will not proceed further because it's a detailed topic. Tomorrow we are going to start with the SLA configurations, that how I can configure the SLA. But before that, let me complete one more topic here. Let's say Jimmy give me a call. Okay. And day 1, Jimmy give me a call and I pick up. Day 2, there's some issue. Jimmy again give me a call. I pick up the call. Day 3, Jimmy again give me a call and I pick up. Then Jimmy, Moji, and Ola met over the weekend on a coffee shop. And Jimmy says, you know, Atul response time is very good. I just make a call. Within the 3 ring, he pick up the call. This is called the response time. I will tell you that in one of my customer support, we have a SLA on this part as well. Service desk need to pick up the call within the 5 ring. If it is more than then it is an obligation for the service desk agent. And this is called the response time, that how quickly you respond is called the response time here. Now let's see the second part. Jimmy called me day one and say, hey Atul, I'm new to service now. I'm facing this issue. Can you help me? I said, Jimmy, give me 4 hours. Okay. Again, day two, Jimmy call and say, Atul, I'm facing this issue as well. Can you give me some solution or some point? I said, Jimmy, I'll take need about 5 to 6 hours. Now over the weekend, when Jimmy, Maji and Ola met over the coffee, Jimmy says, Atul generally respond back in 3 to 4 hours or the 5 hours. That is called the respond or the resolution time. Or I say, if I correct my words here, Jimmy says Atul provide the resolution of a problem statement within the 4 hours. If you have any question, you just call him. He will pick up your call within the few seconds and he will reply back with the solution or the resolution in the 4 hours. That is called the resolution time. So in our service now, we have a 2 type of response SLAs. Response resolution. It is not guarantee that during the response I will provide the resolution as well. Maybe Jimmy says, hey Atul, I'm facing some issue. When I create a user, I'm getting the duplicate error. Oh, Jimmy, it means your user ID is the same. Response done, resolution done. But Jimmy says, hey Atul, I'm getting some problem in SLA. When I click on the SLA button, it's showing me some other pop-up window. And then I click on that window, it's showing me the you're not authorized user. Oh, Jimmy, this is the problem. Give me 3 hours, buddy. I need to be checked in the system. Then on the first call, that is response call, I did not provide the resolution, but I take a time for the resolution. So remember, these 2 words are very much important for us. Response SLA should be less. I have many contacts. If I ping them on the WhatsApp, within 1 minute, they will read and they will respond back to you. That is called the response time. And then people say, hey, you're always online. I noticed that I just ping you and you reply back to me. Now, maybe you can close your eyes and you can find out a friend, a person in your contact to whom you just ping hi. Even though in the midnight, if you ping hi, they will respond back to you within the minutes. That is a response time. So response time can be different for priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4 issues. Resolution time can be different. If there is a fire, it should be closed within the 10 minutes. That is the resolution time. But there's a painting required at my on my wall. Okay, I'll do that, but that's not a priority for me. So resolution time is 10 hours. Like I tell you, I give the example. When I say, guys, there is a class test on Friday. You guys start working on the Thursday evening. Oh, tomorrow Atul have a class test. Let me go through and revise the things. That is priority for. But if I say, guys, I want to take a test for everybody now so that I can send your details to some other person for the job. Immediately everybody start looking into this part because of the nature of the issue. So for the P1, P2, P3 and P4 incidents, the response and the resolution SLA can be different. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to be configure these SLA. The purpose of telling today is that your theoretical part is clear now, and tomorrow we will go for the practical configuration of the SLAs here. Today's homework, you have to be read about SLA about OLA and underpinning contract, and also read about the resolution and the response part as well. Okay. Now tell me, everybody clear on this part, or anybody has any doubt, any question? Satya, Ope, Yogesh, Shyam, Harsh, Jimmy, Aman, Ola, Moji, Bakar. Any doubt, any question? Good. So let me stop the recording here now and we'll take a quick attendance.